Okay, so welcome back, and we're starting out on a positive note because if you saw the last video, you know that we found tin cladding on the wall under that paneling. So I'm in the process of cleaning this entire room out, and we've removed all the paneling from this wall and continuing around the room. I didn't know what was underneath all of that old paneling. It is totally disintegrating. It's just peeling off the walls and strips. And yeah, it's horrible and it's gotta go. I didn't know what I was gonna find behind the paneling, but as it turns out, it has really old tin cladding all the way around. It goes from floor all the way to the ceiling, across the ceiling, and then hopefully, yes, still to be determined, on down to the floor on that side. Maybe even there. That one's the oddball, so I don't know what I'm gonna find there because that's actually hallway. I don't know. I suspect it's gonna be like the rest of it, so that's what I'm hoping for. And previously I promised I was gonna start on that wall. This is where raccoons used to live, in that wall. So I'm kind of scared to remove that paneling. I don't know what's gonna jump out at me. Did you hear that? That door just shut by itself. I think there's entities in here. So yeah, the only thing that kind of worries me is looking up in that corner right there. That might go all the way to the floor, that edge there, and which is gonna be its own headache in itself. So I think what I'm gonna do is continue on with this wall for today, see how far I can get. If I can get it done pretty quick, then I'll continue on around. But I'm not gonna make any promises because I usually find out that it's too difficult to keep those promises. I never know what I'm gonna get into, but yeah, just gonna get to it, keep busy, and see what it looks like when it's all down. So, all right, let's do it. See how it's just like disintegrating. So yeah, it's really old. It's gotta go. So, and then behind every piece of this paneling is like quality plywood. But they put so many nails in it that, you know, it's not really viable to try to get it off without destroying the wood. So, okay, so the humidity's like near 100%. And wow, it is hot. So, but good news is, so far it's all tin clad wall. So no problem so far. However, we are getting over close to the door. And whenever those kinds of features show up, I don't know if that was put in later, or tin got peeled back. Who knows what we're gonna find under there. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed. But if there is something kind of boogered up or chewed up under there, hopefully it's small where I can patch it in. And you know, those patches are actually gonna give it character. I think I talked about that in the last video. So if it's patchable, I'm not too worried about it. If it's a giant gaping hole, that'll be a little bit more of a disappointment, but it is what it is. Let's see what we got. I think I'll start with this guy right here because it looks like it's probably the easiest to take off. There's a small piece there as well. But I'm gonna get this one on the floor, and we'll probably know a lot once I get that off. I don't know. Oh man. All right, I'm not gonna be able to do that. Damn it. complete and clean all the way down. Check that out. Oh, that's a relief. Oh my gosh. If that continues all the way around the door, happy days. Happy days. Okay, so far so good. The tin is complete and perfect all the way around. It's been painted down here, so that was painted as well. That was exposed, so it's all chipped off. This is still kind of adhering to the metal. So, but yeah, I think in the end it's all gonna be gray. There's that ghost again. It's all gonna be gray, and it's gonna match in the end, one way or another, so. Okay, a little push there and a little push there. Okay, so been pulling stuff back, and I just got a peek of something that I thought maybe was possible, but then I started having my doubts, and now that we're at the very end, we did find it. So yeah, let me get this pulled back. I bet you can guess what it is. Are you ready? What'd you guess? Was it a door? Because that's what we got. It's a very heavy duty screen door with the mesh in here and board on the outside. So yeah, I don't know why somebody put in a door there when there was a door here, but yeah. So let me get this pulled off and we'll get a better look at it. And there it is. So yeah, another door, which is pretty cool. It was way better than that door. And I'm not gonna take the framing down quite yet because I haven't 100% decided what I'm gonna do with this room. The more I get into this room, the more I like it. And I was thinking that maybe one of those in the middle there could come in handy if I wanted to put some artwork on the wall or something. So until I decide, I'm not gonna pull it off. But you see all those boards there? They are all nail side up, pointy side up. So I have got to stop for a second, and I've got to get that cleaned out of here. I've cleaned this room like 20 times now. And the nails are everywhere, so nails are like a magnet to my shoes. So I'm gonna take a minute and I'm going to get those out of here. Okay, now I can actually walk around in here. And this is starting to feel pretty good. I know with the backlighting and everything, that this space looks kind of like chaos and doesn't look super hot at the moment, but very slowly I am really starting to like this place. It's becoming one of my most, one of my favorite parts of the building. So I don't know, but what I'm thinking is, like, these doors all shut really well. So if I can get this place looking beautiful in here, I can basically hermetically seal it so that dust doesn't come in, and I could, make a hangout room in here, a place to, put a couch and be able to make some coffee or have lunch while I'm working at the factory, watch some TV or something, and it'd be pretty awesome to have kind of a break room. So, yeah. There's the jagged edge that I was talking about. I think that's pretty easy to deal with. I'll just remove this trim here and put a real wide, piece of fascia around something industrial, metal. And then I won't have to worry about this, won't have to deal with it, and this can just stay as it is. So, real successful day, all in all. The tin is from floor to ceiling. Once all the extra stuff that I don't need is removed from the wall, all the way around. Industrial lights hanging, industrial artwork on the wall. there's drains here in the floor. So once there's one there, there's one there. There's one that's so full of dirt that, well, it's got a cap on it, but it's right there. It's to be wiped off and the cap removed. There's another one there. And so I think once this room is completely emptied out, I can come in here with a power washer and tidy it up real quick. I'll just dump a couple 5-gallon buckets in those drains and make sure they still work. And if they do, that will be amazing. So my top 2 favorite things for my dream list are a bucket truck to work on the outside of the building and a really high quality power washer. So, okay, thank you guys. And I'm just gonna keep at it and keep sending you guys updates. So I'll talk to you soon. Bye, have a great rest of your week. Bye-bye.